Live with coverage you can count on. This is News 2 at 11.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Carolyn Murray.
I'm Brendan Clark. A new twist tonight. In the Charleston church shooting case, a federal judge says he believes it is possible the admitted shooter may be suffering from a mental disease or defect. Dylan Brown admitted to shooting and killing 9 people at a Bible study inside Mother Emanuel Church last year. His federal trial is supposed to be going on right now, but the judge postponed it after Ruth's lawyers filed a motion.
Details of that motion were released today, but some of the information was redacted, so it is not clear what led the judge to believe that Dylan Roof may not be competent to aid in his own defense. Judge Richard Gergel has ordered another mental evaluation for Roof. A hearing will be held Wednesday, and the judge plans to rule within days whether Roof is competent to stand trial. If so, jury selection will resume after Thanksgiving. Wildfires spread across the Carolinas tonight. North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory has issued a state of emergency, evacuating people from their homes.
Yeah, now we're starting to see the smoke. Smell that smoke trickle down to our area, covering the low country. News 2, Sophia Arizosa has more on how these fires can affect your health. Sophia?
That's right, guys. Take a look at this video of some of the fires that are burning in North Carolina right now. So far, it's burned more than 900 acres of land, and some of the fires are being investigated as arson. But here in the low country, there's a different concern. People I spoke to say they're worried about how the smoke we're seeing in the air can affect their health.
I could just see the smoke was everywhere in the air.
Many woke up to a thick haze hanging over the low country.
I was kind of curious as to where it might be coming from.
The kids were asking about it too.
And they're not alone. People took to Twitter to find out what's causing all the smoke. It's forest fires in the southeast, over 24 of them, in North Carolina, Georgia, and even upstate South Carolina. And here in the Tri-County, people are feeling the effects of the smoke.
You can smell it, you know, you're thinking about what you're breathing in.
It's affected my lungs a little bit. It's just a nuisance.
It's never a good thing when there's a lot of smoke or pollution and that's in the air.
So I spoke to a doctor to learn more about how the smoke can affect you.
Cough, congestion, they certainly come in with wheezing or shortness of breath.
And some people are at higher risk.
Anybody with like an asthma or asthma-like illness, so COPD, emphysema.
She says she's had many patients come in today with respiratory complaints.
We just want everybody to be vigilant, be on the lookout, and know that, you know, if you have a risk, that you should definitely have your rescue inhalers at home, know when to come in to see us and when to follow up with your primary doc.
And so one of the other concerns is that it's flu season right now, so people are irritated on top of the fact that that smoke is in the air. So they're seeing a lot of respiratory cases come in.
But how bad is it on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst? It's not horribly bad right now out there.
It doesn't affect everyone. She says that if you already have a predisposition to asthma or other respiratory issues, then you'll be feeling that. But most of us can just get by, maybe an itch in the eye, nothing too major.
Yeah, probably avoid it if at all possible.
That's right.
Good advice. We
Thanks.
appreciate it. Thank you, Sophia.
So let's talk about how long this smoke will be here and what's causing it. Let's go over to Rob Fowler for the answer. Rob?
Yeah, I did a Facebook live chat on WCBD News 2, and a lot of folks were saying asthma is really heated up because of the situation. But I have great news because it was smoky today, but I think the weather certainly will improve. And the reason for that is a wind shift coming in behind a cold front. Let me show you what's going on right now and what's caused the smoke to get in here.
A fatal crash that happened this morning killed 4 people. 3 of those people were children.
Yeah. It happened around 4 in the morning in Colleton County on I-95 this morning. Here's a look at video we have from where that accident took place. 6 people total were traveling in a Ford Taurus from Maryland when their car was forced off the road by a tractor trailer.
Now, the tractor trailer driver suffered minor injuries. The 2 people in the front seat of that car were rushed to the hospital. 1 person was airlifted tonight. Both of them, we are told, are in critical condition. The 4 people who died, we are told, were all in the back seat of that car.
Yesterday, it was a friend saying he was just a normal guy. Tonight, the mother of the man accused of being a serial killer is speaking out to the 7 murders he is linked to right here in South Carolina, along with the kidnapping of a woman who was found alive, locked up in a storage container for months. Todd Colehep's mother sat down with our sister station near Woodruff in the upstate, where just this week Colehep admitted to killing 4 people at a motorcycle shop back in 2003, better known as the Superbike murders. Cole Hepp's mother says her son went to Superbike Motorsports and wanted help learning how to ride a motorcycle. But when he didn't get that help, he said he didn't want the bike and asked for his money back. Now, his mother claims the staff laughed at him, and now she remembers her son's strange behavior when those murders happened 13 years ago.
He would come in here when they would be showing it on the news. And he says, "You think they're going to catch him?" I said, "I don't know, Todd." He was so jittery. And I thought, why are you so concerned about this? He was just upset about it. I never in a million years thought he did it.
Cole Hepp's mother says she wants her son to plead guilty in hopes of avoiding a trial. He never told her about the other 2 bodies on that property, but she asked him about that, asking Cole Hepp if there were more bodies, and she says he told her no.
In honor of Veterans Day, we are following a story that we brought you last year. Andy Nelson was a frogman in the Navy during World War II, essentially an early incarnation of the Navy SEALs. Because of health complications, Nelson had both legs amputated. And now he has a goal for himself: to walk across the USS Yorktown during Veterans Day events happening this weekend. His wife, Phyllis, along with the help of others, have been nursing him back to health.
We're not looking for him to jump hoops or become a Navy SEAL again, but the quality of life is his family, his element in going up to the Yorktown and being happy, doing all the things he loves to do.
Any words for your other fellow veterans today?
Yes, don't give up.
Up until a few months ago, Nelson did not have a second prosthetic leg, but a company in North Charleston donated one, which means this Sunday, Nelson plans to stand up on his own on the deck of the Yorktown.
Coming up on News 2 at 11.
President-elect Donald Trump says he plans to nix Obamacare, used by nearly 200,000 people here in our state. What repealing the Affordable Care Act could mean, even if you don't use it.
And the president-elect takes to Twitter tonight, calling out protesters marching through the streets of America from coast to coast. What he says is the driving force behind their actions.